Hey guys, welcome back to Earthit. Hope all of you are safe and healthy. Diwali is here and all of us are pretty much excited in the preparation of celebrations for our Diwali. So here is different types of last minute DIYs, Diwali decoration ideas that's going to be super helpful. And if you're new here, do consider subscribing if you've already done that. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. So for the first craft, I'm going to use A4 sheets. I'm going to use colored papers and I'm creating squares. The sizes and the number of sheets are mentioned in the screen. If you want, you can also experiment with different colors of paper and multiple layers as well. So just follow the same folding technique what I have showed here. That will save you a lot of time. But if you have time, do experiment with lot of other folding techniques and origami techniques as well. I saw this particular artwork in Pinterest and I really liked it. So I thought maybe this would be of great help for this Diwali. So I really wanted to share it with you guys. Next one important tip for this particular project is use the thinnest size of paper as much as possible. The paper has to be sleek and thin. Do not use chart papers or any other types of colored papers that are thick because it wouldn't give a very neat finish when we are trying to fold it like this and cut, and it will be very difficult for you to fold it as well because that might create different creases. So once it's done, we are going to create slits like this, and once these slits are done, we are going to roll the edges using a pencil. So that's going to give a very soft and natural curl to the paper. Once it's done, let's place them and let's stack or layer our petals one on top of the other. So we are going to use 6 different sheets over here. So paste it right in the center. You can also opt for vibrant shades like red or maroon or dark pink colors and opt for different colors of papers in each layer, like creating a gradient, creating a gradation that will also look very pleasant. So over here we are going to use it as a candle stand or diya holder, so the base has to be a little flat, else you can also create bud in it. Now to create the leaf or the base for this artwork, I'm using an A4 sheet and folding it to create a fan. So basically we'll be using 2 different A4 sheets to cover a whole leaf. So if you could see what I'm doing over here, I'm folding the sheet into half and creating a semicircle. Once you're satisfied with the pleats, start fixing it with the help of glue. And once you're done with it, just place the lotus on top of it and our first DIY or the base is ready. But if you feel that the pleats are a little more, add 1 more A4 sheet to it so that it becomes 3 A4 sheets and you'll have closer creases. This can also be used as a wall hanging. You can also place different motifs or different art forms within this particular lotus flower or any other flower that you want to experiment. So these are multiple ways of how we can use, but since it's paper, make sure that it's a little elevated, because if you're going to use diyas or if you're going to use candles, we have to make sure that it's a little elevated so that the flame isn't in contact with the paper. We just have to be considerate about that particular part, else it's going to be good. And the first DIY is ready. I used watercolors to add extra color and accentuate it, and it also gave a great look. On to the second project, which is going to be a hidden candle holder. It's because sometimes we end up buying different types of candles and lights throughout the year, and we might not use it in Diwali times just because the color might be different or the sizes might be different. So over here in this particular project, we are using it to conceal those different types of lights because we wouldn't want to expose them. But this particular technique will help in concealing the light source, at the same time giving a very beautiful look to our Diwali decoration. So over here we are preparing a diya shape, and we will be taking the circumference of the particular candle light that we want to place, and we'll have the same height and we'll paste it right behind. So this becomes like a stand-alone structure, and it can be easily placed anywhere. It doesn't need any support. We don't have to fix it with glue as well. so it can also be added in your tables or anywhere, and it's going to be very pretty. Moving on to the third DIY, which is my favorite, this natural lamp. It's super good because it burned for almost 4 hours and it had a very mild scent. So this is how we remove the wick, and that particular wick which we have in the candle isn't going to be lit. It's going to be just a support for our wick. We'll use a cotton wick for this. We'll use our regular puja oil. We'll use a cotton wick to support, and that wick, that fiber that we had in our mosambi peel or orange peel, is going to be a supporting structure. This definitely works pretty well and has a very nice scent. Moving on to the fourth one, which is going to be a water candle. For this I have used this particular case from Itsy, and I'm using an OHP sheet. I cut it right into a circular shape and I'm creating a slit. Now we'll add water to the base, we'll add pearls to embellish. You can definitely add anything else as well. Now with the help of OHP sheet, we'll insert this wick inside OHP sheet. The wick that we are using has to be drenched in oil so that it becomes water resistant. So make sure that before you put it inside, you need to drench or like roll the wick in oil, and then you put it inside, and we have our water candle ready. I hope this video was useful. Meet you guys in the next video. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali.